Hello students, welcome to the e-learning center of St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management, Gurgaon, Haryana, affiliated under to Maharishi Dayanand University, Rohtak. I am Ms. Pradesha Patnaik, Assistant Professor in the Department Computer Science and Engineering. In this video lecture, we are going to discuss about the very basic concept of NLP, that is Natural Language Processing, which is used in the field of artificial intelligence. And recently, this is the most important concept, or like the area of the research where many students have been implementing various kind of algorithms using different languages like say Python or TensorFlow. There are the different version of developing the NLP. In this topic, we'll be discussing the syllabus that is mostly fruitful for the students of BCA as well as BTech computer science students. The very basic introduction to the topic of NLP, the components of NLP, like we come across with NLU and NLG, that is natural language understanding as well as natural language generation. What are the difficulty that we come across in the field of NLP? Also, the application of NLP in recent data science fields, or like recent day-to-day applications, and most frequently asked questions that comes in the university examination. Well, when we talk about the term artificial intelligence, we come across that the intelligence is existing in an artificial world, that the fact or the information is somewhere in, we come across how that is going to utilize in an artificial domain. Like the when we talk about the NLP, on the other hand, this is nothing but how an artificial machine or a device is getting to understand the language of a robot or a human being. Like when we say something to a human being, the kind of language that we speak, the human being is easily going to understand. That is the human language. When the same thing we have been addressing to any robot or any intelligent system, how this language is going to be predictable by that machine or like that robot, and in response to that robot or any intelligent system is also solving the human query and giving the desired output. Natural language, this is refers to the language that is mostly spoken by any human being. Let's say the languages we come across with one mother tongue language, or like the language which we learn from the surroundings like English or Japanese, that is opted, that is to the field of generation of your learning process. And somewhere we come across with the languages where the machines have been operated or the programming languages has been written like C++ or Java. Same way, when we talk about an NLP system like natural language processing, it is a branch of computer science mostly focused with the development of a computer communicated system where people are using this process in every day-to-day life, but how they are able to interact with the machine, that is need to be understood in very detail. So let's come that why it is so required to have a NLP system. Like human beings are interacting with machine where to resolve their query, where to sort out their problems, or whenever any application oriented things that we have been doing. The very best example of NLP in today's generation, we talk about like Google Assistant, or we say that the Siri application in Apple phone, or like we come across with the Alexa also, or Amazon Echo. This is mostly able to understand the human language in different versions of languages, or and ultimately what are the query that has been given, been asked by the users, are been also giving a fruitful answer. The NLP mostly compresses of anything that a human being actually need to understand what how the processing is been done in a intelligent device, or else in an intelligent system. Then mostly it need to understand the kind of sentences that a language is going to be write on. So let's see how the natural language processing is been done. As in the screen, if you could see, I have written some alphabetical order, but do this alphabetical things that has been written has some meaningful idea or not? That is a part. When we are giving some query or when we are writing something, ultimately how the machine is going to understand what I have been printed. As a human being, we could be able to understand the high level version of language, but when we're talking about an NLP system, like it required certain kind of basic knowledge. Like when we are writing some text, it has to prove some reasoning part, or like the languages that we are forming that must come across with the tense part, or the reality of your language that must comes under the part of lexical, or like when we say some semantic error, semantic things are there. Where now think about like in a field of computer science, or like the NLP system is applicable to various things where we come across with the field of the thing. Like when we talk about the database, or like the artificial intelligence domain where the robots are using the field of NLP system to interact within a computer phase, or like when we talk about machine translation systems have been used, or language analysts are also there. When we have been doing the search engine optimization in field of a web mining, like when we are searching different kind of pattern analysis, that is also a field of artificial intelligence, and it also dealing with the field of computer science. Next, to solve this kind of NLP, we come across with the algorithm analysis part, or like when we talk about the networking field. So everywhere there is a part of NLP has been used, but it's in a different version. Like say when we talk about the two component parts of an NLP, which is very important to understand, because in most of the time in examination point of view, they ask what are the two important components of NLP, that is natural language understanding, and one more is that natural language generation. These are the two important factors. Now before proceeding for the NLP part, first of all it is need to understand what is the natural language understanding, that how the intelligent system is going to behave, and understand that the natural language is been represented in a proper manner so that they can analyze the query of that particular language and able to solve it. Now next thing is that when we talk about the NLG, that is natural language generation. So mostly the natural language generation is also have three things with that. That is the lexical part, that is the word or the text planning, what we say. Again, one part is that synthetical, and one part is that the text realization. Let's say it is the process of NLG is the process of producing meaningful phrases and sentence in the form of natural language from some internal representation. Like when we talk about referring the ambiguity of a system, like some meanings are so like some problems are having more than one solution, so it comes under the part of ambiguity. Now in the next slide we'll be discussing how the difficulties that are existing in the NLU. Mostly when we talk about the lexical part or the text planning, it retrieves all the relevant content from a knowledge based system. Next, the part of sentence planning, whatever the sentence that we are writing, like I am eating an apple, I am going there, so every word has a fruitful meaning, phase or tone of a sentence. Now next thing is that when we are mapping more than one sentence into one phase, so text realization is also important, that the coordination between the sentences has to be in a proper way, so that the language which is to be generated, it has to be in a proper manner. So there are different kind of difficulties we also come across with NLP, that is the lexical ambiguity. Let's say it is the primitive level of the word level. For example, when we say few words like weak or weak, when we say that it's weak, WEEK, or like we used to say WEAK. So sometimes when we put certain things to an intelligence system, that also creates a level of ambiguity. A sentence can be passed in a different way. For example, let's have an thing that when synthetical error is coming, let's say for example when one person is saying to another person, call me a cab. Like a human being, when one friend is asking to another friend, call me a cab, the friend is calling, okay, you are a cab. So it creates some kind of confusion. Some kind of confusion comes into mind, that the friend or the system, what he is going to be predict in that point of view. So somewhere we are come across with the referral ambiguity also. In case of referral ambiguity, let's say Rima went to Gauri and she said that I am tired. So exactly who is tired? The intelligence system is unable to understand where the term I am is going to be depicted. Let's say when we talk about Meena went to Gita and she said that I am hungry. So when we do the referral ambiguity incomparable to an robot or any intelligence system, that robot is unable to or the intelligence system is unable to predict who is been standing on behalf of the I am word. So Next part is that when we are saying that the steps of like everything has to be conducted in a procedural path, so what are the various important steps that is required in the field of NLP? That is the first step, that is the morphological analysis, then the synthetic part, then the semantic part, then the disclosure part, and last the parametric part. So this is the block diagram of the steps that are used in the field of in the part of in NLP. Like the sentence is inputted, that is the morphological processing, and the after the morphological processing, this is synthetic part is to be analyzed, that is the parsing that we mostly come across, where the lexical and the grammar and the tokens will be used. Then we'll be proceeding for the semantic analysis, that is been using different kind of rules to analyze the semantic structure, and lastly that is the conceptual information of the pragmatic analysis, where the complete structure of the NLP has been followed. This is actually a long question that mostly asked in the university exam. In the next upcoming lecture, we'll be focusing to this. I'll take one more lecture completely to make you understand how a single sentence undergo with all this application. For in this lecture, in this slide or in this presentation, I'll be focusing on all the definition of that comes under in this part. This and in next lecture, I'll be like to add more number of now let's say in the part of morphological analysis, the definition say individual words are analyzed and into their components and the tokens, that punctuation marks that are carried. Or suppose let's say when we say morphological, like the word carried has been formulated by the term carry plus ed, that is the past exitive. When we talk about the synthetic analysis, this is mostly emphasis on the part of grammatical structure of a sentence is to be analyzed. Like some words, when we are been writing any kind of sentence, we need to be point out, and we need to reject if any we are violating any kind of rules to a particular language. Like a synthetic analyzer reject the sentence like boy the go the to the store. Like the sentence has to be written in somewhere, the boy went to the store, the boy went to a store. Like in the part of semantic analysis, it is mostly determine the possibility of a sentence, like that every sentence that we are writing, it has to be somewhere meaningful. Then come down the disclosure analysis. In this individual sentence, mostly depends upon the sentence that predict it and influence more to go with particular word. Like for example, let's say John wanted it. Now John wanted it in the sense that it depends upon John, what he actually wanted in this phase or in the action of time. John wanted it. Now when we talk about individuality of this sentence, now it is completely dependable on John. Pragmatic analysis, it refers to the knowledge from the external common sense information. It means to understand the proposal or the use of language at a particular situation. Let's say for example, do you know what is the time it is supposed to be? When we interpret or when we do one-to-one communication, when one is asking, do you know what is the time at between that? So it depend upon the particular situation or the fact, what will be the time at that situation point of view. Now basically the application of NLP are mostly used in a text-based application, searching certain topic in the database, extraction of the information from large document or like big data or cloud information. Dialogue based answers are also been there, answering to any IVR systems or service provider over the telephone, voice control machines. So there are different kind of application work is still going on. And to the part of this topic in your examination, mostly the important questions that comes under like what is NLP, explain with suitable examples. What do you mean by the context free grammar? Write an example for that. I'll come down in the next lecture. What is the context free grammar and how we have been using parsing, semantics and pragmatics individually. Mostly they comes under in the part of short note. And what are the applications that comes in the field of NLP system. And like the important thing is that what are the steps that are used in the NLP system. So I would like to suggest all the students to write these all answers, because in most of the university examination these questions have been asked frequently. And in our next lecture we'll be focused more on the part of synthetic processing and semantic processing, how the NLP will be implemented, the mostly the steps that are used in the NLP system in detailed manner. So guys, if you have any query, you can post to my email ID, and I'll be trying to resolve all your queries in the upcoming video lectures. So as of now, thank you for watching this video. Thank you so much.